Yes, Wildcats. Pope's second year could be insane. After all, these four standout players are returning this season. Ortega away, Colin Chandler, Trent Noah, and Brandon Garrison. So what can BBN expect for this season? Let's take a look at the news. But don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The second year of the Mark Pope era at the helm of Kentucky basketball promises to be a game-changer for the program. With a combination of young talent and fresh experience, the Wildcats are in a prime position to make a splash in the 2025 to 2026 season. Among the main reasons for optimism is the continuity provided by the presence of four key players returning to the roster after a run that took the team to the Sweet 16 last season. Ortega away, Colin Chandler, Trent Noah, and Brandon Garrison. This stability, rarely seen in programs so reliant on annual recruiting, is a clear sign that Pope is building something special in Lexington. Pope's philosophy of retaining players and developing their development within the program has proven to be a key differentiator. Instead of relying solely on new talent each year, the coach seeks to create a solid foundation, allowing his players to grow together and develop chemistry over time. For BBN, this approach not only strengthens the team's performance, but also creates a deeper connection between fans and players, and that's a very good thing. If there's one player who embodies Kentucky's ambitions this season, it's Ortega away. After leading the Wildcats in scoring last season with an impressive average of 16.2 points per game, away enters as one of the hottest names on the college scene. Many analysts are already pegging him as a strong candidate for SEC Player of the Year and even as a potential defensive All-American. His ability to impact the game on both ends of the court is unparalleled. And he worked tirelessly during the offseason to hone his shot, becoming even more lethal offensively. If Away reaches his full potential, he will not only be a crucial piece of Kentucky's success, but will also join the program's Hall of Legends. Trent Noah is another name generating high expectations for this season. As a freshman, he showed flashes of brilliance, especially late in the season when he began hitting three-pointers consistently. Furthermore, his rebounding drive earned him attention and earned him more minutes on the court. Now, with the addition of muscle to his physique, Noah is poised to take a leap forward in his development as a defender. As the best pure shooter on the roster, he will be responsible for hitting key shots in decisive moments. The combination of offensive accuracy and increased defensive toughness could make him a deadly weapon for the Wildcats. Colin Chandler is the type of player who can change the course of a game. With his energy and versatility, like Noah, he finished last season on a high note, especially during the NCAA tournament, where he demonstrated his ability to be a reliable shooter and a resilient defender. Chandler possesses the ideal physique for a modern point guard, capable of handling the ball, creating opportunities for his teammates, and still being a constant threat from behind the three-point line. Although he will likely start the season as Jalen Lowe's backup, his performance will be vital to maintaining the roster's depth and ensuring Kentucky's consistency on the court. Brandon Garrison assumes a crucial role on this roster, especially as Jaden Quainans continues his recovery from his injury. Garrison has already proven his ability to shine in decisive moments, showing flashes of elite play last season. However, his greatest contribution may lie in his emotional leadership. As a player who inspires his teammates with his intensity and dedication, Garrison will be crucial in non-conference play, where Kentucky will face high-level opponents. If he can improve his decision-making and maintain his consistency, Garrison could be one of the team's most valuable assets, with these four players as pillars. Along with new talent and strategic reinforcements, BBN has plenty of reasons to dream big. Mark Pope is shaping a team that combines individual skill with collective cohesion, something that has been the hallmark of great Kentucky teams throughout its history. Let's go, friends. There's a connection now with the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Kentucky Wildcats. The connection between the two programs is real, with Liam Cohen and Josh Heinzelon leading the NFL franchise on different fronts. It's as if a piece of BBN has migrated to Jacksonville, bringing with it the grit, discipline, and competitive DNA that defined their careers in Lexington. Liam Cohen, whose time at Kentucky was marked by ups and downs, has finally found his place among the elite of American football. His appointment as head coach of the Jaguars marks the culmination of a journey that began in college, where he demonstrated a remarkable ability to shape creative and effective offensive attacks. In 2021, during his second stint with the Wildcats, Cohen helped the team reach a historic 10-win season, proving that his strategic mind was capable of competing at the highest levels. Now, at the helm of an NFL franchise, he faces the challenge of transforming a team that has struggled for years to find consistency into a legitimate playoff contender. His direct and demanding style has already earned the respect of his players, including Heinzelon, who is quick to praise his leadership. On the other hand, Josh Heinzelon has been a model of defensive excellence since arriving in the NFL. From his rookie year in 2019, he made it clear he was destined for great things. With 10.5 sacks in his inaugural season, its Jaguars rookie record, he quickly established himself as a key player on the team. But it wasn't until 2023 that Heinzelon truly made franchise history, breaking the single-season sack record with an impressive 17.5. These numbers not only solidified his status as one of the league's best pass rushers, but also reinforced the legacy he built at Kentucky, where he was one of the most decorated players in program history. Recently inducted into the UK Athletics Hall of Fame, Heinzelon is living proof that success starts with the right foundation. The reunion between Cohen and Heinzelon in Jacksonville isn't just a coincidence. It's a synergy that promises to yield tangible results for the Jaguars, while Cohen works to instill a winning mentality off the field. Heinzelon continues to be the beating heart of the defense on it. The bond they share dates back to their days at Kentucky, where they learned to value hard work, discipline, and commitment to the team. These values are now being transplanted to Jacksonville, where the team's culture is beginning to change. Of course, the road ahead won't be easy. The Jaguars have a long history of struggles, with only 2 winning seasons since 2019. However, the presence of Cohen and Heinzelon offers new hope. Both know what it's like to overcome challenges, whether rebuilding an offensive attack at Kentucky or leading an underrated defense in the NFL. They are proof that success doesn't come by chance, but from a combination of talent, strategy, and perseverance. For Big Blue Nation, watching this chapter unfold every Sunday is a thrilling experience. It's not every day you see 2 former Wildcats excel together on such a grand stage. Every sack by Heinzelon, every strategic decision by Cohen, it's a reminder that the Kentucky spirit is alive and well in Jacksonville. And who knows, maybe this unlikely partnership is exactly what the Jaguars needed to return to the playoffs and, who knows, dream even bigger. It's an interesting case. The one who caught everyone's attention was Otega Away, the Wildcats' main point guard and considered the favorite for the SEC Player of the Year award in the preseason. In an interview with Field of 68, the point guard not only highlighted his own development but also offered a clear understanding of what makes this roster different and, according to him, special. Away got straight to the point. The depth of the roster is the key differentiator. He described a team capable of playing with up to 13 players without losing intensity, something rare in a college environment where rotations are typically short and concentrated around a fixed core. We have a very deep roster. We could go from 1 to 13. The guys are hungry. Everyone has a chip on their shoulder, he said. This comment perfectly captures the spirit of a group in which each athlete seems to carry an individual motivation to prove their worth, but without sacrificing collective cohesion. For a coach like Pope, who seeks to establish a solid culture. This balance is invaluable. The point guard also highlighted a point that reinforces the identity the coach has been trying to build since taking over: defense and athleticism. These areas were clear weaknesses in the last cycle, and the answer came both from the transfer portal and from internal development. Mo Diabat, Jaden Quaintance, Denzel Aberdeen, and Com Williams arrived to fill this gap, offering physical strength and defensive versatility. At the same time, players like Colin Chandler and Oweh himself solidify the backbone of a team that appears taller, more athletic, and more resourceful at virtually every position in Oweh's own analysis. There is also room for praise for those who are emerging. He cited Jalen Lowe as one of the most impressive names in the group, highlighting his evolution in crucial areas such as defense and endurance. For Oweh, Lowe not only demonstrated talent, but also leadership and personality, taking the lead in intense practices and establishing himself as a key part of the rotation. This interpretation gains weight coming from someone who understands the demands of the position and understands how much maturity the college game demands from point guards. Beyond the comments about his teammates, there's Oweh's personal journey. The player knows this season is crucial for his NBA ambitions. The evolution of his shooting is the missing piece to transform an already physically dominant athlete into an elite national talent, with uncommon athleticism and a central role at Kentucky. He has all the elements to establish himself not only as the best in the conference, but as one of its most respected. Oweh's speech reflects more than confidence. It shows a shift in mindset within the program. Unlike last year, when the focus was on structural adjustments, Kentucky now presents itself as a group aware of its strengths and the areas in which it needs to grow. Mark Pope, in only his second year, has already managed to create an atmosphere where veterans and newcomers complement each other, and it works well. And as Oweh himself emphasized, it starts with him, a leader on the court who understands that collective success can also pave his individual path to the next level. Share your thoughts now.